From the first period to the last, a woman's body goes through an incredible, complex cycle driven by hormones. This cycle, usually lasting around 28 days, involves several phases, each playing a vital role in preparing the body for a potential pregnancy. It's a remarkable process that repeats itself month after month, regulated by the intricate game of hormones, each with its own part to play. At the start of the cycle, day 1 is marked by the first day of menstruation. During this time, the body sheds the lining of the uterus that had built up over the past month, which exits the body as menstrual blood and mucus. But while this is happening, the body is already getting ready for a new cycle. The pituitary gland in the brain releases a hormone called follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, which prompts several follicles in the ovaries to start growing. Each follicle is like a little pod, containing an immature egg surrounded by a layer of cells and fluid. As the follicles grow, they begin to produce estrogen, a key hormone that prepares the body for the possibility of pregnancy. This hormone causes the lining of the uterus to thicken, creating a soft, nutrient-rich environment that could support a fertilized egg. Among all the growing follicles, one becomes dominant, continuing to grow while the others are suppressed. This dominant follicle produces more and more estrogen, which helps reduce the production of FSH, ensuring that no other follicles develop further. Estrogen plays a crucial role during these early days. It not only thickens the uterine lining, but also causes the cervical mucus to change. As ovulation approaches, this mucus becomes clearer, more slippery and stretchy, like the consistency of raw egg whites, creating a pathway that helps sperm swim more easily toward the egg. These changes in cervical mucus are a natural sign of fertility, a cue that ovulation is near. Around the middle of the cycle, usually around day 14, there is a surge in another hormone, luteinizing hormone, LH, which triggers the release of the mature egg from the dominant follicle. This process is known as ovulation. The egg is then released into the fallopian tube, where it may meet a sperm and become fertilized. The follicle left behind in the ovary transforms into the corpus luteum, or yellow body, which begins to produce progesterone in addition to estrogen. Progesterone is crucial in preparing the uterine lining to receive and nourish a fertilized egg. It also sends signals back to the pituitary gland to keep FSH levels low, preventing the development of new eggs. This hormone also causes a slight increase in body temperature, which is why some women track their basal body temperature to identify their most fertile days. If fertilization does not occur, the egg and corpus luteum begin to break down. This leads to a rapid drop in estrogen and progesterone levels. The fall in these hormones signals the body that it's time to shed the uterine lining, leading to menstruation and the start of a new cycle. However, if fertilization does happen, the corpus luteum is preserved by human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, the hormone produced by the cells surrounding the embryo. HCG maintains progesterone production to support the pregnancy, and this hormone is also what's detected in a pregnancy test. During pregnancy, the body's hormone landscape changes dramatically. The levels of LH and FSH stay low to prevent new cycles or ovulations. The placenta takes over as the hormone powerhouse, producing large amounts of estrogen and progesterone, up to 10 times more than usual. These hormones maintain the uterine lining and support the growing baby. If a woman is breastfeeding, frequent nursing stimulates the production of prolactin, another hormone that suppresses ovulation by keeping FSH and LH levels low, which also keeps estrogen and progesterone levels lower than usual. When everything is working harmoniously, these hormones create a balanced environment where each phase flows smoothly into the next. But when they get out of balance, things can go awry. Hormonal imbalances can lead to irregular periods, cycles that are too short or too long, estrogen dominance, or multiple follicles maturing at once, as seen in conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. These imbalances can affect ovulation or even the implantation of a fertilized egg, leading to a wide range of symptoms that can be frustrating and sometimes debilitating, from heavy bleeding to mood swings, bloating, and pain. Doctors often prescribe birth control pills, not just to prevent pregnancy, but also to help manage these symptoms. Birth control pills work by regulating hormone levels and providing a steady dose of estrogen and progestin, a synthetic form of progesterone. which can help stabilize menstrual cycles, reduce symptoms like acne and excess hair growth, and alleviate period pain. Today, many women use apps and digital tools to track their menstrual cycles, predict their fertile days, and better understand their bodies. Apps like the Flow app for menstrual cycle provide a user-friendly way to monitor symptoms, calculate ovulation, and keep tabs on cycle length, making it easier to manage health and plan for pregnancy. By understanding the phases of the menstrual cycle and the role hormones play, women can learn to interpret the signals their bodies send each month. Whether trying to conceive, managing symptoms, or just getting to know their bodies better, this knowledge empowers women to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. The menstrual cycle isn't just about periods. It's a dynamic process that involves a complex and beautiful dance of hormones, each playing its part in the grand symphony of life.